Opendoor CEO Kaz Najatian knows. He's with us now, and maybe he knows. Here's the problem. What Diana just said, there's just not a lot of homes for sale.
Yeah.
You track this data. You guys buy homes.
Yeah.
Any sign that supply of homes for sale is going up?
I mean, I think what's happening is delistings are going up significantly in this market. And unless folks have to move, what we're seeing is that houses are just sitting on the market for much longer than you'd expect even a year ago. So maybe the mortgage relief will help a little. Maybe folks will come back into the market. But what we saw in the market is a much slower market for folks who are selling with delistings up, days on markets up.
What's amazing, too, is that, and I've got a lot of people in my neighborhood that are retired. Mm-hmm. And normally they might sell their home and move to a smaller home or move to a cheaper state, whatever it might be. They're not. Yeah. Because they're like, well, if I buy a new house and I have to use a mortgage, it's going to be 6.5%, and they're at 3% now, and they're just like, I'm not going to do it. It's more expensive or not worth it for me to move.
I think what's happening is folks aren't downsizing as much as they used to, which means first-time home buyers are stuck not being able to buy in this market. The age for first-time home buyers in this country is now over 40 on average, which is the highest it's been. And first-time home buyers, that number is just collapsing. So I think what's happening is a lot of people aren't moving, supply isn't as high as it used to be, and as homes sit longer and longer, I think there's going to be this pent-up demand for sellers to come to market as rates come down.
So you're the former CEO of Shopify, a company that makes its living off of transactions. You know how to get goods moving. If you've got the White House maybe watching right now, you've got members of Congress or their staffers watching right now. If you had one piece of policy advice for D.C. or state capitals, what would it be?
Look, let me say two things. One, I think this administration is actually doing yeoman's work on housing. They're doing good work. They're getting a couple of right housing bills through. I think the president's executive order on housing was genuinely excellent. But second, I think the Fed said this. While rates may not be important for Wall Street these days, on housing, these rates are keeping Americans away from owning homes. And we know for a fact the thing that made America different than the rest of the world is that people could buy a home and live in it. And these rates, because housing is a monthly payment product, are not helping Americans. So I think the administration could help lower these rates for Americans.
Do home buyers want lower rates? They want lower prices is what they want. And that's a conflict, right? Because if you're a home seller, you want your home to be sold for as much as possible. Can both goals be achieved?
They can. Look, housing transactions in the U.S. are incredibly frictionful. There's a pork barrel buffet of margin that sits between the buyer and the seller. And if we can make this friction go away, I think what you'll find is sellers will get more money and prices will come down. And that will allow people to move. That's the most important thing. I think many Americans are just
Could we ever do a transferable mortgage? I mean, some people suggested that's the answer, right?
Yeah.
I'll take my mortgage with me to a new home because I want 2.8%, like Diana just said.
Yeah, I mean, transferable mortgages are a thing. They're a thing in Canada. They're a thing in the rest of the world. I think what happens is a 30-year mortgage that is like perfectly renewable and transferable mortgage don't go together that well. I think if you allow people to maybe lock that rate in and make it transferable, that actually both clears liquidity in the market and allows you to not be locked down to an asset.